Hand over all company property, my wife's sister, the new HR director, and said, grinning like she'd won a prize. I smiled, dropped the keys to the building in her palm, and walked out. An hour later, the CEO called, screaming, "Why? Is there an eviction notice taped to my office door? Let me back up. My name is Mason Trigg. For 20 years, I was the human duct tape at Pinnacle Solutions. Official title, Facilities and Operations Manager. Real job, everything. Flooded bathrooms. At 6 a.m., flickering lights, dead servers, mystery smells, and the espresso machine that hissed like a dying snake. If it broke, I fixed it. If it leaked, I crawled under it. If it sparked, I got zapped so no one else had to. Meanwhile, my wife, Kendra, designed product colors. Her younger sister, Melody, slid into HR straight out of grad school. Zero experience, infinite confidence, Pinterest for a personality. She also hired her 25-year-old boyfriend, Chase. The kid once asked me if the building had Wi-Fi. Then came the invite no one wants. Quick sync, HR, no agenda, no context, just doom. I showed up in my lucky coffee-stained cardigan. Melody sat there beaming, a lawyer in shiny loafers at her side. "We're restructuring," she sang. "We're going in a new direction." "Sure you are." A thin manila folder slid across the table. 3 months' pay. Health insurance until the end of the month. And, the closer, hand over all company property. So I did. I walked through the lobby like a ghost and dropped my badge with security. No meltdown, no scene. Just a quiet exit. A beat-up Civic and a lot of thinking. Because here's the thing about being the invisible guy. You hear things, you remember things, and you keep records. I called an old friend, Riley Navarro, real estate attorney. "Remember the lease Pinnacle signed in 2003? I asked. "You mean the one you co-signed because they had no credit?" "Not co-signed," I said. "Signed, me. They never transferred it." Silence. Then, oh no. Back in the day, I'd put the lease in my name so the company could move in, then everyone forgot to move it over. We renewed twice with my signature. The third time, they missed the deadline 2 days ago. Under Clause 9B, that means month to month. 30 days notice. Either side. We spent the night building a plan. Riley drafted a termination letter sharp enough to cut glass. I pulled the old files from my just-in-case cabinet. We lined up a new tenant, a wellness studio happy to pay triple. The next morning, I walked into the property manager's office. "They missed renewal, right?" I asked. She checked the system. "Yep. 3 ignored voicemails. 2 certified letters returned to sender." I handed her the notice. She stamped it with an official seal that sounded like a judge's gavel. Done. Then I went home and waited. Melody strutted in at 8 a.m., latte in hand. She turned the corner to the executive, wing and froze. Zip-tied to the CEO's door was a bright orange eviction notice, laminated, legal, and impossible to ignore. By 8:45, Gregory Brent, our CEO in a tuxedo-priced suit, arrived. He read the notice once, twice, 3 times. He turned red, then white, then the exact gray of his future. At 9:05, my phone rang. "Mason, what the hell is this?" he roared. "An eviction notice," I said, sipping coffee. "Big orange paper, lots of stamps." "You can't do this. It's illegal." "It's legal," I said. "You fired the person who legally leases your building. Lease expired 2 days ago. We're month to month. I terminated. You have 30 days. But you're just maintenance?" "I was maintenance. Now I'm the former employee who's your landlord. Big difference." He tried bribery. New lease. Better severance. "Maybe a partnership." "You want to partner with the guy you fired yesterday?" I said. "Pack your chairs, Greg." I hung up and did one last thing. I hit reply all. To Melody's smug email asking me to confirm I'd returned all company property. I attached the original lease with my name highlighted, the expired notices, the filed termination. Then I wrote, "Yes, Keys, badges, laptop, tools, and the property you forgot I legally control. The lease was in my name. You never transferred it. We're month to month. Consider this your 30-day notice. New tenant takes possession on the 1st. They're paying triple. Best of luck with your future endeavors. Send. The internet did the rest. Someone filmed Gregory throwing an ergonomic chair at a moving truck. The clip went viral by lunch. Headlines: CEO fires maintenance guy. Maintenance. Guy evicts CEO. Memes everywhere. My favorite: never underestimate the person who knows where all the pipes are buried. Bloom Pulse Wellness rolled in plants, soft lighting, and a basket for me, honey, tea, and a handwritten note. In 20 years, Gregory never sent a thank you. The yoga people did it in a week. 3 months later, I stood in my hallway at home. On a small nail by our wedding photo, I hung the brass master key they gave me in 2003, the one Gregory said, "Opens everything." Under it, I framed my first tiny paycheck. Beside both, I hung something new, a copy of the deed. When the wellness studio offered to buy the building outright, I sold. Paid off my mortgage, funded retirement, kept a little for a boat I'll probably never use. Kendra looked at the display and whispered, "Maybe it's time to let go of the anger." "This isn't anger," I said. "It's justice. It's consequences." They told me to hand over all company property, so I did. I gave back their keys and kept the building.